Hi, I'm Kat, and this is today's tarot. The opening card that we have for today is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is an Aquarian energy that's bringing in this sense of how we look at the world in a bigger picture, in a bigger perspective. It's our wide horizon. And so consider that how you see the world actually shapes a lot of how you interact with it. Simultaneously, as I picked up that card, another card flew out. So the second opening card that we have for today is the Five of Wands, which is how do we want to engage with this world? Do we want to engage with it in a sense of combat, or do we want to engage with it in a sense of cooperation? The five figures that are in this card all have their own sense of will, and they could be training, right? And like having a sense of playfulness to be creative in how they work with life, or they could be in combat with each other's wills and with the world around them. So that's our opening energy. How do you look at the world? How do you engage with the world? Is it in a place of playfulness and heartful engagement, or is it in a place of combat? The challenge that we have for today is the Three of Pentacles. This is the Master Craftsman. So our challenge may be that we actually see what we need to do, but we don't have the ability to do it, possibly because we're engaged with all of these other things or distracted by what we feel like we're fighting against. And so there is this working of energy with fives whenever they show up, which is shifting in how we engage with something. And this is shifting how we engage with our will. So having this show up as our challenge tells me that there's something we are very called to do, but possibly we're distracted by this sense of feeling challenged, when in actuality, those challenges may be helping to position us in a place that we can actually manifest our deepest heart's desires. The way we're going to get through the challenge is the Page of Pentacles. This is a Virgo ruled energy, which is how we look at life, considering how we see things and seeing things from a different perspective, looking at what you actually value, what brings you sustenance, and also taking care of day-to-day matters and being practical in those ways, taking care of yourself, just getting back down to the basic earthly sense of self-care, because when we feel like we're in a place of tension, often self-care is the first thing to go. The overall energy that we have for today is the Five of Swords. So we have two number fives that are showing up for today, which again is, associated with this choice of like which path we want to take in a sense. And because it's a Roman numeral V, and so there's like this fork in the road, and it's in the swords suit. So it's how we see things, how we talk about things. There may be, conversations that we need to pick up today. There also may be reconsiderations in where we put our attention and where we set our mind. Because consider that with everything that's going on in the world, right? A lot of people are looking at it in a sense of limitation. There's all these limitations imposed upon us. There are also at the same time other people who are seeing that there has been opportunity with all of these changes, and families have, reconnected. And granted, other families have had climaxes because they aren't safe in the home with each other. And there's been a lot of changes and a lot of shifts. And ultimately, these changes all move us to engage with life and to interact with life and be present in life. And so it's calling us to examine our attention and where we put our attention. And it could be quite possible that what we see as limiting in our lives is just a figment of our own imagination, and that in reality, the world has so much potential beyond what we see as possible. And perhaps all this change is moving us towards that, actually, moving us towards an experience that we never actually anticipated that is better for us all. And I see it that way because Uranus, which is the planet of change, is creating a lot of change in our lives. And I think it is at the same time bringing people back down to a very grounded nature in themselves, because within that chaos, we are and can be the anchor, depending on where we put our attention. So that is the tarot reading for today. I missed you guys. My life has been, spinning around a bit. I'm pretty busy, so I'm sorry I haven't been around to give my readings the last couple days. I send you so much love. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Mwah.